some 572 miles away from Turin in Juventus from pot 2 can either be a of European football, a big week of European football.
Exciting line there. With Vependa coming into the side, you could see a small rotation. Yes, a player that is on top form in this.
As a new scene, were a little more reassuring, but now their boss, Niko Kovac.
And against Genoa as well. Maybe soak up a lot more pressure without the ball and find their
recent years, won just 1 of 7. It's Couto. On the opposing side, his brother scored for Inter Milan.
It's in player coming through, especially under Galtier and Vieri.
So scored against each other when a little bit of space to have a look at the goal. He's gone for it. Goles saw that one. D'Italia. Koopmine is in.
Juventus play really suits his game, and I think it's been an excellent.
Is Kelly in his more natural position with Juventus as a manager now.
Into that format, but I think he's done well since he's come in. I think there's a few surprises when he took over from.
For Girassi, here's Adeyemi. Couto's put himself in a little bit of trouble here. The Serie A campaign. So his only matches since a bit. Adeyemi gets out of pressure, and this is Kalulu.
Three with Vependa leading the line down the middle. It's going to be really interesting how that road.
30 goals from Vependa last season. He'll take any opportunity. David, round 1. Go Madrid. Dortmund a little
the season, but they always tend to recruit very, very well. They tend to look.
Can Juventus
counter? They tend to get their bodies back behind the ball really, really well. You keep possession well enough to try and create things. I think Dortmund have
a little bit of time and space there. Dortmund by playing them for club and country. It's yet to
50-50 sometimes. You've got to have the
from Weston McKennie, who was well in the summer, getting their second.
Him week in, week out in the league, in the Champions League.
Baini thought about cutting back, changed his mind. On the pitch. Dutch perhaps not so as promising as the ball. Most of this game, it feels, has been played in the Juventus half. That's a Baini. Yıldız goes with him. And the flicks it on. And into the side net. Rest start for him tonight, only began to the end. Real Madrid on the horizon.
A higher degree of possession-based football. Reminded me of the Zubamendi strike on the edge of the box for Arsenal. This was the opportunity early on for Vependa. Yeah, I'm going to have to fence on the near post alongside him.
And now as well on TNT Sports, Adeyemi in a little tugging match with
half. You're going tight on a player that's got decent pace.
And that buys Kelly some time. And they conceded. Into traffic. And it's away. Rafi at the Etihad Stadium, TNT Sports 2 for that one. Suffered actually in a Champions League match back in October against RB Leipzig. Wouldn't bet against him. Up against Couto and doing brilliantly so as well, and then David always rising.
Yeah, snapshot there from Jonathan David.
Vependa fancying his pace up against Anzatu. Offside anyway against Marseille. Awkward bounce, and that benefits Thuram. Those attempts are certainly creeping up. That's nice. Here's Kalu. Notification on our screen to say that VAR. Other games producing goals. It would be nice to have one of our own here. Nice play, intricate. Looking for David on the return. Now Openda trying to squeeze it in. Couto was wise to that. Nmecha. Couto. Can they test Di Gregorio? Sends it in. Thuram away. Loan move was made permanent in the summer. No advantage to Juventus there. There comes the first yellow card of the evening from... Linking in with Manchester City before the Club World Cup. Manchester City then played Juventus. Adeyemi clipped in. Away it goes from Kalulu. But Juventus did show a little promise midway through the first half. Juventus. Koopmeiners. And the overhead kick came from McKennie. Bright start from the home side. It's a new trend of paying for loan signings now, €3 million. Follow it up with a moment of stupidity.
Yeah, took it from a man.
Not been counting, but Niko Kovac certainly has. Towards Kelly. Been a decade in the way. Goal. Where Karabag have got themselves level. Girassi, Adeyemi, Adeyemi! There it is! Karim Adeyemi gives Dortmund the lead in Italy. Are behind. And Thuram, that's too far for David, is it? Move for time wasting. Francois Letexier. Juventus quickening the pace. Here's Cambiasso. And the touch may have been only slight, but it's Adeyemi. Girassi. Second attempt. Koopmeiners will get his chance. And what a chance that he just could not take.
I think he'd be bitten.
It may fall for Cambiasso. The blocks go in, the body's full. Sent that further away. He wanted to try and release Dortmund. He's already got one. Penda sends that forward for Vlahović. Mario, this is Kalulu. Gone for it, you know! Oh! It's what you expect from Kenan Yıldız. The youngster only scores to quieten that crowd straight back down. Nmecha mates! Ah. What is it about Turin and fantastic goals at the minute? A bagful on Saturday. And we've seen so much more of what they are about. Vlahović. Vlahović to make it 2-2. It's a goal every other minute. The substitute drags Juventus back level. Go for a corner. Ryerson might have other ideas. He does. Thuram. It's in towards Vlahović. 25th of September across the TNT Sports next work. Oh, we're going again. Couto. He has never scored for Dortmund. And he's given him the lead against Juventus once again. 3 goals for Dortmund in the captain's armband. As England look to get it back on foreign soil. But again, Yıldız.
Oh, what a magnificent strike on the edge of the box there. Goal there with a magnificent...
Got to be careful. Adeyemi covering that one off for Dortmund. Here is Yıldız. You can't give him an inch. Huge pressure. What pressure? Bensebaini might have given Dortmund an opening day win in Turin. The German side often falter on Italian soil, but not tonight. Just how much chasing will you? It's a Grover. Easy one away, that one. Given away, Kalulu, that's